Rapping 24/7. Every day I'm on top of my game.
Hey everybody, this is Sean V. Bradley, CEO of Dealer Synergy, and you know what time it is. What time is it, people? It is Make Money Mondays. I said, what time is it? It is Make Money Mondays, and it's time to get your mind right, and let's make it happen, all right? So today, we're going to talk about everybody's an up. I said it, everybody's an up. Well, Sean, what the hell do you mean by that? Simple. You need an opportunity to do business. Again, you need someone to sell something to. You can't sell an automobile to nobody. So you need opportunities, you need ups, you need prospects. And here's what you don't realize, unfortunately, is that everybody is an up. Remember that movie? Check it out, with Bruce Willis, a little kid from Sixth Sense. That was that scene that everybody talked about for years. I see dead people. Look, he's seeing it right now. I see dead people. Guess what? You know what I see? I see ups. Oh, there goes one right there. It's an up. That's an up, an up, an up, an up, an up. Everybody's an up. Folks, everybody's an up. Everybody, relatives, frenemies, haters, likers, co-workers, neighbors, whatever, the waitress, the people in Walmart, in the parking lot, the gas station, at church, everybody is an up. In a previous Make Money Mondays video, I went over 3 questions that, I used to do this years and years ago, like 12, 15 years ago, but because I stopped selling cars, I kind of forgot about this until I was at a Jim Ziegler workshop and he reminded me again. The 3 questions are, hey, are you in the market for a vehicle? No? Okay. Second question is, who do you know that is in the market for a vehicle? Third question is, well, what kind of car are you driving? Oh, really? Would you consider selling me that vehicle if I get you more than it's worth? Those 3 questions will set you free. You could always prospect anybody, anywhere, without a doubt, no matter what time of day it is, by asking those 3 questions. Are you in the market for a vehicle? If not, who do you know that is in the market for a vehicle? And would you consider selling me your vehicle if I get you more than it's worth? Those 3 questions, you could up anybody, anywhere, anytime, without a doubt. I've watched Jim Ziegler up waitresses. I've upped people myself asking those same very questions, and I've sold opportunities in cars doing that. Now, let's go over a couple things here. Everybody's an up. What are you doing to perpetuate that reality? Everybody's an up. Matter of fact, listen for it. You heard of Rick Ross, the boss, right? You heard of Rick Ross from Maybach Music? What does he say? Every day I'm hustling. Listen to that background. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Guess what? Every day I'm prospecting. 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 Every day you should be prospecting. Every day you should be prospecting. Everywhere, every place you should be prospecting. You shouldn't just prospect at your dealership when ups are coming to you. That's what the dealership's responsibility is. In fact, strike that, let's go back. As far as the manufacturer, that's what the manufacturer's responsibility. When they do the national TV programs and TV commercials and radio commercials and national, social media, digital marketing stuff, the dealership's responsibility is to do the local advertising and marketing. It's to pack the internet departments, pack the BDCs, pack the phones, pack the showrooms to give you an opportunity. But that's not you upping them, not really. That's you just basically reacting to the momentum that the dealership created. What I want to ask you is, what are you doing to up people? What are you doing to create ups? Now, let me give you an example. Let's put the car dealership world to the side, for example. I'm going to go back into my repertoire of history here. A lot of you might not know, but some of you do, my background. Before I got into the automotive industry, I used to work for nightclubs in New York City. I worked with some of the most profitable, biggest, most fabulous nightclubs in the world. As a matter of fact, I did promotions in London and in New York, but mostly with New York. And I got to tell you, I was trained by the most elite nightclubs to ever be built in the world. And during the promotional, I was a promoter. I used to run VIP parties for guest list, and my job was to basically pack the VIP rooms. So we used to do VIP parties for celebrities, models, etc. So in case you're wondering what Sean V. Bradley's background is, I was a major nightclub person. I was a club kid, and I was into that whole nightclub New York industry scene. And one of the best trainings that helped me for the car industry, I never did in the car industry, I did in the nightclub industry. What they taught me how to do as a promoter was to just meet people. And I'm talking about 1994, 1995, 1996. What my job as a VIP nightclub promoter in New York City was to go to trendy places. Like I would go to other nightclubs. So I'm not saying for you to go to other dealerships, but just follow the analogy here. I was trained to go to other fabulous nightclubs and just meet people, just straight up people, just cold call, just walk up, meet people and just, start conversations, get to know the people. And basically say, oh, you know what? I run a guest list. I run a VIP party at so-and-so nightclub. I'd love for you to be able to come through. As a matter of fact, let me give you a couple free drinks. It's fabulous. You're going to enjoy it. Done. So I would have to go to competing nightclubs and, or like large concerts and just meet people. I would go to college campuses. And I was actually at Rider University when I was still doing the promotions, and I was in Zeta Beta Tau fraternity. So I would go through my fraternity, I would go through, just the student center, the activities, and I would just meet people and just talk to them. I get to know them. And this is funny. This is before we had CRMs and databases and all that stuff. I used to have a notebook, a promotional notebook, and then I would never turn around and like a detective, have my notepad out and start interrogating somebody, but I trained myself that I would qualify these people and I'd find out different things. What type of music do they like? Do they like house music? Do they like techno music? Do they like trance music? Do they like hip hop music? Do they like top 40s? Whatever type of music, they liked. Then what were they into? Was it, high fashion? Some of these people were like really, really into fashion and designers. Some of these people, whether it was collegiate, whether it was, sporting stuff, whatever it is, I'm basically building a prospect profile, a psychological prospect profile on what their wants, wishes, and likes were. And then what I would do is, depending on what type of VIP party, because in New York, every day was a whole different theme, whether it's house music, trance music, rock music, hip hop music, whatever. So depending, after I started to cultivate my own database as different special DJs. And if you're not into the New York, club scene or underground scene, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But, the DJs are just as big and just as relevant as major label recording artists. So depending on what type of event that I had coming up that week and what day it was, I would basically do a telemarketing campaign. I'd call these people up, or I would send them, direct mail pieces with flyers, promoting our upcoming party. Now, what the hell does that have to do with selling cars? I'm just trying to tell you, as a teenage kid in New York City, I had to go and find people. I would just have to go and find people and befriend people and make conversations with people and create a database in a stupid notebook about details about this person. And then I would just follow up with people, and during different events, different VIP parties. For example, we did a party for major fashion designers. So I would go to my list of people, my group of people that was really into fashion, and I would just personally invite those people to this event. How does that correlate to you in car sales? Everybody's an up. Where are you creating your own prospect list? Well, Sean, I don't know where to create my prospect list. Well, I started the video out by saying you could just meet people anywhere. Again, let's go through it. You can meet people if you're ever in restaurants or diners, food places. Your waitresses, your servers, those are prospects that you could engage and just basically start conversations with. In church, maybe not during the sermon, but after church and, when you're kind of like getting coffee, before, after you get to meet people, if there's church activities, at the gas station, at Walmart, Kmart, in the parking lots, wherever there's people, if you're in any associations, again, I'm in Toastmasters, I'm in the National Speakers Association, there's different people there. So there's a lot of different places that you go to, your kid's daycare, your kid's school, if you're working part-time towards a degree, your college. Do you see what I'm saying? There's people everywhere. When you start thinking and changing your paradigm and start thinking that everybody's an up, everybody around you, it changes the whole playing field. Everybody's an opportunity to do business. And if they're not, everybody is going to get you that much closer to somebody that is. I'm going to repeat that. Even if that person isn't going to buy from you or anybody right now, the chances are that they know somebody that is very close to turn around and buying a vehicle or in the market for a vehicle. So even if you can't turn around and have a tier 1 network of everybody that wants to buy from you right now, because you're putting that energy out there, because you're engaging these people, they could get you closer to people that are in the research stage or in the buying stage. Now, besides the physical engagements like I had to do. Remember, I used that analogy from 1994, 95, and 96. We're talking about 20 years ago when I was a teenager in the club industry. I used to just freaking physically have to just up people all over the place to, come to my VIP parties in New York City for these nightclubs. Nowadays, you don't have to go out of your house if you didn't want to. You could prospect using LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. You've got social media. You've got social sites. You've got all these social media opportunities where you could meet people. Now, you could do this from your house. You could do this after hours. You could do this on the weekends. You could do this on your days off. Or you could do it instead of just sitting at the dealership and doing nothing. You could do this off of your mobile devices. You could do this during your lunch. You could do this during your break. You could do this on your way to work. If somebody else is driving, you shouldn't text or email and drive, so disclaimer. But if you got somebody else that's driving you to work and you're in the passenger seat, you could turn on and do social media and engagement and build your network up. That's what you need to do. Folks, at the end of the day, you need to understand this. Money is not going to magically materialize in your pockets. Money is not going to magically materialize in your bank accounts. You've got to go out and grab that stuff, okay? This is Make Money Mondays, okay? This is not fictitious, fantasy Fridays. This is Make Money Mondays. And you have to go make that money. You've got to be proactive. You cannot just assume, fantasy-wise that somebody's going to just magically give you money. So again, the best way is by talking to people. And this is just what blows me away. So many people in sales are scared to just talk to people, scared to ask people those 3 simple questions. Hey, are you in the market for a vehicle? Who do you know that is in the market for a vehicle? And hey, would you consider selling me your vehicle if I get you more for it than it's worth? I mean, if you ask those questions, it's like at bats. You might strike out a bunch of times. Remember, Babe Ruth is known for having the most home runs, but a lot of people don't talk about it. He's got the most strikeouts, but he's got the at-bat swinging for the fences. How many times a day are you swinging for the fences? I mean, think about it. I'm talking about little punk-ass bunts. I'm talking about how many times you're trying to crack home runs. You need at-bats. You need to get up on base. You need to turn around and get up on base as many times as possible. You know what? Sure enough, you might strike out some, but I promise you're going to knock some damn home runs. Lots of doubles, lots of triples, and a bunch of singles as well. But you need to get up at bat. You need to get to that plate. You need to dust off your shoes, metaphorically speaking, and start trying to crack home runs. So again, this is Sean B. Bradley. This is Make Money Monday. So let's make that money, people. Let's go. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Make Money Mondays. If you like this week's episode of Make Money Mondays, you're going to love all the content on Automotive Digital Training. So please go to automotivedigitaltraining.com and sign up today. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to call me on my cell phone at area code 267-319-6776. Yes, that's really my cell phone. Don't put it on any bathrooms or anything. Thank you. Bye.